our next speaker is Kelsey Hahn, who grew up in a trade union family in Michigan and moved to Wisconsin just in time to experience the joys of the Scott Walker era. She has worked at MG&E for over a decade and has been a steward for most of that time, becoming chief steward in April 2022. She has also served on the OPEIU Local 39 Executive Board since 2016, and she is currently negotiating her third contract as a bargaining team member. And before I say Kelsey, just for the press here, I was being sarcastic about Scott Walker. So, Kelsey.
Yeah, someone at a union rally being sarcastic about Scott Walker? Never. So when I started at MG&E over a decade ago, rebuilding my life in a new city after the unexpected loss of a parent, I took a pay cut for a part-time role at MG&E because I saw that it was a workplace that would allow me to build stability for myself. I started right before the 2012 contract negotiations, and I knew it was a union job, but I took it. But still, what I'd been told at onboarding was fresh in my mind, all these wonderful benefits that the company says that it's going to so graciously provide. And it became so clear that those things weren't there because the company put them there. They were there because the union had fought for them. Over the years, my career with MG&E has allowed me to build the kind of stability I was looking for when I came to Madison. But I see the people coming after me, and I see it falling short of that for them. I hear from so many members struggling to make ends meet, and I see the company turning its focus away from the traits that made it somewhere that helped you build a life. Everyone says workers my age and younger don't stay dedicated to a single company or career like people did in the past. It's framed as a choice, but I'd argue that there's plenty of people who do want to work somewhere that they don't immediately feel like they need to leave. But that commitment goes both ways. When companies are unwilling to invest in their workers' well-being, why would those workers want to invest themselves in the company? In the last 7 months at the bargaining table, MG&E has kept telling us how they want to be that kind of place, one where people stay. But their proposals suggest the opposite. They don't seem to know anymore who they want to be as a company or what the union workers they employ want. For the workers we represent, maybe that's because we don't look like the rest of the company. 3/4 of our unit are women, compared to 27% of the company overall. I'd like to thank them for accidentally giving me that stat the other day. Well over a third are people of color, which I don't have the company's stats on that, but I do have eyes, and my members look very different from any other group of employees here. So I guess it shouldn't surprise me when contract after contract, something as basic as recognizing Martin Luther King Day, ends up pushed aside by others at the company, every round of negotiations. And I guess it shouldn't surprise me when they offer us cost of living increases lower than other unions at the company that are mostly men, many of them in jobs already paying twice what ours do. It doesn't surprise me, but it offends me, coming from this company that's built their image around being your community energy company. We spent the last month bargaining with the backdrop of MG&E's United Way campaign, hearing leadership talk about how they give back to and value their community. They ask us for donations, and it makes them look good. Meanwhile, they have employees struggling to meet their family's basic needs, struggling with skyrocketing rents and record inflation. Their community is right here, too. Yeah. It's their workers, and they have continued to offer a contract that doesn't leave us feeling valued. We know our worth as workers, and it's time for our employer to see it, too. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelsey.